Hi guys, welcome back. So I was on vacation for the couple of weeks, and when I back, I found some very exciting news. And this news is related to the new functionality which we have right now on for Databricks Asset Bundle. And Databricks Asset Bundle released the Python support to deploy the infrastructure using Python code. So as you remember, I told you that the Databricks Asset Bundle is just like the bunch of the YAML files and configurations, but now Databricks provide the ability to use the Python code and specific Python libraries for that, where you can specify all parameters, all dependencies between your jobs and tasks, all variables, etc. using pure Python. So no more YAMLs, no more schema. So are you excited? Me too. I tried this and yeah, it looks fine. So let's explore how it works and improve our knowledge on Databricks Asset Bundle. Let's go. Okay, so as you can see, this article was published by May 1st, 2025, and right now it's May 27. Yeah, it was released almost months ago. That's announcing Python support for Databricks Asset Bundle to streamline deployments. So if we scroll down, there is a summary and they happy. Yes, we too. Okay, let's see what's going on here. So it's declarative setup. Yes. Okay. They added the functionality that you can use UI to get the data. Basically, if we go to configuration in Python, I will share all the links into the resources. Let's see what we have. Extend Databricks Asset Bundle. We can define the job as a Python code, dynamically create job or pipelines using metadata. That's good. Or modify existing YAML or Python during bundle deployment. Okay, requirements. So yeah, pay attention to requirements. The version should be at least 0.248. Okay, and also we need to have UV. Okay, that's good because we already explored the UV in the previous sessions. So we know how to work with UV. And then this is the documentation. Okay, that's good, but I like to do the hands-on. So let's jump to the VS Code and we'll see how it works. Okay, hi guys, welcome back. So now I want to demonstrate you how we can chain two jobs together. And as you remember, we did this before, passing like the job ID parameter, but using Python, it's kind of like, a little bit different way, right? So as you can see, we have our two jobs, job as code and pure Python job, right? And I want to run the pure Python job, and this job should trigger the job as the code. So don't focus about the job itself. We are not touching any like under the source location. So here, we are not touching anything under the source. So all our jobs, they are executed the same notebook. So we don't care what they execute. We more focusing on a configuration, right? So to do that, let me do clean up a little bit. Okay, we don't need this. Basically, I can leave this just for the reference that you can use the combination of classes and the objects, just like the dictionaries inside. So, okay, we have two jobs, right? We have job as the code and we have pure Python job. And we have cluster, which we share between these two jobs. So now if I go to my pure Python job and one task is running the notebook, but then, for example, after this notebook, I want to trigger the job as code, right? So let me copy this. This is the task, right? And this is the list. So I can create another task. And let me name it as, for example, run job as a code job. Basically, we don't need job cluster key for that. and we don't need notebook task. What we need to have dependency. So we want to run this task after that task, right? So, and you can see depends on. If you click on the description, you will see, okay, it's a list, variables or task dependency. Again, you can use class like task dependency, or you can specify this as a variable. And in our case, it should be list, and it should be, let me demonstrate this. Okay. It should be if it will be variable, it should be a dictionary with the key, which is task key, right? So let's demonstrate this. So our key will be task key, and our value will be name of the job, name of the task, sorry. Okay, this depends on. And then another field which we need to do is, so if I cover task, right, I can see that we have this run job task. Okay, let's add this field, run job task, and run job task. Okay, let me open it. Again, either variable or class. If I go to the class, I have job ID. Okay, so in our case, it will be run job task, and inside of this instance of the run job task class, we need to specify job ID. Okay, job ID, variable or integer. Okay, now let's do the following. Let's refer how we called our previous jobs, right? If I go to the folder and click dub, and then I will click to job 1, for example, you can see that the job 1 called this variable, which is related to resources, job, and job 2 ID, right? So let's just copy this variable and put it here as a string. The only things which we need to change the job name. It's not job 2, but job as a code ID. So the integer is when you have, like, when you know the job ID. So if you go here and click on a job, you see once you deploy the job, you got the ID. But before deploying the job, you don't know that ID, right? So this is kind of like the syntax is how you can refer to the job ID inside of your code, right? So, okay, let me validate this. Everything is good, and deploy. All right. So now if I go to my Pure Python job, click on tasks, here we go. We have a dependencies between job and, we have a dependency between tasks, and this task will run job as code job. Here we go. So, okay, let's basically run it and see how it goes. Okay, I have 3 workers, that's fine. So if I click runs and refresh the page, yeah, it's running. Cluster is going to be created. So, and what I expect that we will run this notebook and then we will trigger another job. So if I go on a job pipeline, I will not do anything. I will just wait till this job will finish and then it's automatically will trigger that job. Okay, let's monitor the jobs. Okay, let's see what's going on here. Okay, it's running. Cluster created, so okay. Right now it's running another job. If I go there, I can see that this job has status pending, right? And pending means, okay, job cluster created. Okay, cluster is created and we have our notebook, which is running now. Good. Okay. So you see, everything finished successfully. So yeah, that's basically, guys, what I tried to show you, that this new feature to use Python for the infrastructure inside of the Databricks is really powerful, because you see, you can combine like the objects with some variables and like a dictionary. So that's really promising for me, because in that case I can define anything like in pure Python inside of this resource files, or maybe even like create some additional like layers or configuration files, and then based on my needs I can even like modify passing different variables inside of the bundle and modify how I want. So yeah, thank you again. So I will monitor what Databricks is going to release in the nearest future, and let me know in questions and answer what you want to explore more. Until that, happy coding. See you soon.